can't handle the truth.
I have 4 words for you. I love this company. Yes!
Okay, guys. Let me get some promotions out before I get started with this video. This is a huge video. This is my last video going over so much news before E3. Once again, on E3 on June 13th and June 14th, I will be home from work all day, both of those days, so you will be able to contact me, play games with me. I will be in a lot of party chats on the day of E3 for June 13th. When PlayStation's conference starts, that's when I'm going to remain only in the one that I set, rated D. I know he signed up to be there, Somatic, Star Sanity. I'm pretty sure Carl is going to be there, Son of Sam, and we're going to have other people. We will have discussions afterwards, which will be either live streamed or taped. And then that will be posted on YouTube, hopefully that night, if I can get it up. If not, early in the morning on June 14th. I'm very excited about E3. There's a lot more information that I have to go over. PlayStation Legion podcast, you guys already know, every Saturday, 1 p.m. East Coast time. This weekend, we're going to be featuring a brand new PlayStation Plus free game, which is NBA 2K16. If you want to be a part of that, you clearly can. Just get in contact with me. If you want to add me, I'm going to be giving out my PlayStation Network name in the comment section below, so please just comment, ask for the name. I will give you the name. I always reply to almost everybody that comments on my video before I go to work. So this is a work day. I'm going to try to get this information out as quick as possible. I want you guys to share this information, educate all types of gamers, whether they're Xbox fanboys or PlayStation gamers. Please get this information out. From what we see from this leak right here on the collectors, one of the collector's edition of Titanfall 2, which I've already been sharing around Twitter like a crazy person, it seems that the PS4 is going to be the one that's going to be promoted first. It looks like the PS4 is going to have the promotion rights to Titanfall 2. Not only that, I believe it's going to be lead platform, and of course it's going to perform and look better on the PS4 compared to Xbox One. That's just my predictions. We already know it's right. From everything we've dealt with in indie game, you know, the Dangerous Golf I showed you guys this past week, running at 800p on the Xbox One, while the PS4 version of the game is running in 1000p. Yeah. It's a given that Titanfall 2 won't be able to meet expectations on the Xbox One. There's another version of this collector's edition, one that includes a helmet. That's the big standout. But there's there are 2 other standouts. For this statue version, they give you like 3 little postcard pictures, and then a Titanfall 2 bracelet. Excuse me. So we're hearing more and more rumors about Crash Bandicoots. This one is kind of a little bit accurate, knowing that Activision does own Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. For Crash Bandicoot to appear in Skylanders, that will be something. I'm hoping this announcement comes that it is exclusive to the PS4 version of the new Skylanders entry. Just a little tad bit here. We already know about Detroit. It's from Quantum Dream, the people that made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. A lot of people were hyped to see it. I'm excited to see more of it. I hear that it's going to be a 2017 game, and we already have some great games in 2017, like Persona 5, and now, of course, Horizon Zero Dawn in the month of February. Just those 2 juggernauts. So I can't wait for 2017, but we have a lot more to play this year. So we already know the standard news. The PS4 kicked the ass of the Xbox One in the United States again. So that is the 5th month, right? Yeah, that's the 5th month. Not really looking good for Xbox fans at this point. It's just not looking good anymore. So yeah, it gets worse for them, but better for us. The people that made Quantum Break, right? Remedy, they said the necessity to move to new games to pay bills. That quote right there, right? That's sad that you have to hurry up and make your next game to pay bills. No developer this whole generation after making a suspected AAA title, has been so quick to move on to their next project, citing that they need to pay bills, which means Quantum Break did not sell enough. And on the backs of Quantum Break, Uncharted 4 was on the top of the NPD. This is big news. This is a PS4 exclusive, not going anywhere else, never going to the PC, wouldn't even be possible on the Wii U or the Xbox One. Uncharted 4 is on the top. Normally, you will see a multi-plat because they still sell very, very well on the PS4 because the PS4 has the biggest install base for this generation's console cycle. But Uncharted 4 is number one in the United States. It was number one in the UK. It was number one in Japan. And that news came before it was. We got the news that it was number one in the United States. Xbox fans did not think it was going to reach number one. Uh, I got a whole network of amazing, legendary Sony ponies on Twitter that have all of these tweets archived from Crap Gamer and the Mooch and Next Gen 720, quoting that they don't believe Uncharted 4 was going to sell well. Um, these guys are eating a lot of fucking salt right now. A lot of salt. Now, if you go down the list, Doom sold better on the PS4, Overwatch sold better on the PS4, Battleborn sold better on the PS4, Grand Theft Auto 5 sold better on the PS4, Minecraft sold better on the PS4, NBA 2K16 sold better on the PS4. And before we go to the one that didn't sell better on the PS4, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 3, let me just note that now. NBA 2K16 sold better on the PS4 last month. We got it for free this month, but it was still in the top 10. Going down to the top, one of the ninth spot is MLB 16 The Show, which you know is a PlayStation exclusive. It's in the top. So we have two exclusives right here that made it to the top 10 on the NPD charts. And number 10 is Dark Souls 3, of course, selling better on the PS4. So we have to go to this piece of information right here. Just read it might look like the same picture, but it's different information. That Uncharted 4 sold 2.7 million copies in its first week of sales. The first week, right? The first week, 2.7. Remember that number, 2.7 million. Remember it. Please remember it. Because if you don't remember it, what I'm about to click on now is not going to make a lot of sense. Halo 5, and Microsoft released this information on the backs of what Sony did yesterday. Halo 5 sold 5 million copies in 3 months. Okay, let that sink in. 5 million copies in 3 months. That's sold, not shipped. They use the word sold for the first time in seems like forever this generation. They literally use the word sold, 5 million copies of the game, the software, in 3 months. Uncharted, 2.7 million copies in 1 week. 3 months for 5 million, 1 week for 2.7 million. Let it sink in. It is official that Uncharted 4 sold more than Halo 5 and is expected to sell. Sorry. Sold faster than Halo 5 and is expected to sell more than Halo 5. This is amazing. A lot of Xbox fans didn't think this was possible, but facts don't lie. Links are going to be in the description. You can scroll down and read the rest of this short article from a couple weeks back. This is brand new, though, however, because Microsoft just really didn't like what they heard yesterday, so they had to release something. They don't want to release any game trailers, no game pictures, none of that shit, but they had to release something. And of course, I got more links. They're gonna all be in the description in order from what I've covered so far. That Uncharted 4 took home the prize as far as king of the sales for last month in May. So a lot of people loved Uncharted 4, contrary to that one bad review on Metacritic, which is satire. We're gonna leave off with should have been something I started off with. The PlayStation Neo is confirmed. It was confirmed by Sony in an interview with Andrew House. All the information right here. And they said it won't be at E3 this year, which I'm glad that it won't. I'm glad that it can come out and will probably come out next year, hopefully in October or November of 2017, to compete with whatever the NX might be doing. But you know, I'm not in big favor of a new system, but next year I might. You know, we got the VR coming out this year. We got tons of exclusives this year and in the very beginning of next year that are breaking a lot of people's pockets, including mine. But next year, around October, November, you know what? I might be freed up. I might, might have a good amount of money to be getting a brand new system. Of course, they already noted that it will be more expensive than the $350 version, which is the standard version right now that we have. But this is good news, you know, because I don't want a new system this year. I don't feel that we need one this year. Um, the only thing I want to know about the system, I don't really care about the power or the specs. I just want to know how it's gonna look. That's it. That's all I want to see is how it's gonna look. But that's pretty much it for this video. I know it was a lengthy video. I was trying to make it as short as possible. It was just so much information. Links are going to be in the description. Help me out. Get this information out to any PlayStation gamer and, of course, these Xbox fanboys.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose.
Guess what? You didn't do nothing!